Is your senior level manager the most active junior analyst that you have in your teams? Are they always right and incapable of receiving any constructive feedback? Do you feel like a stepping stone, just being abused, that someone else can advance their career, no matter what the cost for the organization? Does it seem that the teams are not getting any of the credit for the successes, but it's always Santa Claus who storms in to take the credit? You might just have a toxic boss. Hi, it's Lassi Albin. Welcome to my channel, where I share weekly tips and advice on how you can accelerate your career and get rid of toxic bosses. I invite you to subscribe to my channel below and hit the bell button to ensure that you don't miss any of the future acceleration tips. Toxic bosses. Who are they and why do they suck the life and motivation out of organizations? And more importantly, what can you do to protect yourself and not to be destroyed by these toxic managers? In any well-functioning organization, toxic managers normally suffocate themselves out of the organizations. However, the worrying part is how much corporate value and talent destruction they manage to cause before finally exiting. Here are the 4 signs of toxic managers. Number 1, micromanagement becomes the new rule. When leadership skills are missing, a toxic manager frequently defaults to micromanagement. They forget to pave the way upwards for the division, for the team, as they're too busy working as the new junior analyst of the team. Micromanagement is also a sign of not trusting your team, trying to do everything on your own. And of course, managing down and doing the work on that level is a very expensive activity for the corporate. Number 2, resistance is everything and never admit that you're wrong. A good boss can take constructive feedback and use it to develop themselves. A toxic boss, on the other hand, does not have the capability to do this. It doesn't matter how well you articulate yourself, how well you express your opinions and facts. All of this is viewed as an attack towards the manager, and something that a toxic boss doesn't want to hear. Admitting mistakes is something that a toxic manager avoids. There is no reason for that, there is no need for that, and that might actually make them look weak to admit that they're wrong. Many times this is driven by fear of somebody else taking their position, being better than they are, and lack of self-confidence in who they really are. Number 3, they only look out for themselves. Instead of cultivating a successful organization and a team where everybody has the chance to grow and advance in their careers, toxic bosses are only interested in making themselves look good. That makes you a stepping stone. That makes you somebody who will advance their career without getting much in return. A stepping stone rather than a colleague. Toxic bosses will validate their existence rather than help anybody else or the organization to go forward. In case you've noticed a manager to push heavily on hierarchy, that's also a sign that they will take care of those borders, they will respect and favor that authority. And this behavior is also characterized by I perspective instead of we. If there's advancements, successes, success stories, it's I. When I came to the organization, it was all a mess, and now that the savior and the hero is here, I have done this, and now because of me we're so much better. A good leader frequently follows the following rule. When things go well, the team gets the credit. When things go sideways, the leader, as the owner of the division of the team, takes responsibility. No matter whose mistake, lower in the organization. Toxic manager, on the other hand, they will scoop up all the credit that they can and nicely frame it and brand it so it was their work. Number 4, making decisions and taking responsibility. If you see consultants storming in for even the smallest decision or a study, be aware, somebody's bringing them for a purpose. For toxic managers, this shows a lack of trust for the team. And yes, if things go sideways, when things go sideways, it's always easy to blame the consultants, not you. So what can you do to protect yourself? Number 1, open a discussion. Open, honest discussion with your manager. Doesn't always work, but it's the first step to take to bring your own opinions out in the open, to convey and communicate how you feel, what bothers you, what challenges you, and how you would like things to improve. Open discussion. Maybe it doesn't work, but you have to try. Number 2, have a support network and plan together. Have a support network of other team members. Do not get into these games of the toxic manager. It's not worth giving up your own dignity, your own professionalism for somebody who behaves in a way that you would not behave as a manager. Have that support network and plan together how you will handle and improve the situation for all of you. Number 3, ask internally to work for another supervisor, a true leader. If the other steps have not worked out, don't get stuck in a situation which will have an impact also for your private life. Professionally and private life, it will be destructive. Ask internally to work for another supervisor, somebody who you can respect, and vice versa. And finally, number 4, if internal relocations or lateral transfers don't move, then it's time to look for something else outside of the company. There is that place for you where people respect you, where they can use your skills, they appreciate, you can advance. It's very risky to be stuck behind somebody who doesn't share your values and who's not a good leader. There you go. This is not the happiest of career management topics, but you need to take care of yourself, your career, and also your health. Take care of yourself, protect yourself throughout your career. Stay strong and stay true to yourself. And yes, if you found this video useful, meaningful, give it a like, share and subscribe for future videos to accelerate your career. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.